Sustainable Wine Growing BC was established by a diverse group of industry experts with the aim of creating a broad and relevant global standard to guide our winemaking and viticulture practices in BC. Our goal is to provide self-assessment tools, educational resources and certification for the BC wine industry and wineries going down the path of sustainability. Since launching our certification in 2021, we have 14 certified vineyards and wineries and many more involved in the path towards certification. Our aim is that all BC wineries and vineyards will choose the path towards sustainability in the near future. Sustainable practices and certification is a commitment to environmental stewardship, economic longevity, and care and respect for people and community.
Porto Protocol is a place in which growers and producers can interact, learn from each other,
and work towards building a more climate resilient and sustainable wine community.
It requires a united effort from everyone in the world.
And there's no better place to find that than the Porto Protocol.
Look around, sign up, and be part of positive climate action with us.
So, we're waiting for you.
The Thompson Okanagan has long been an agricultural and growing area. It's got amazing history with growing soft fruits like cherries and peaches. It's had apples and apricots, and now today we all know it's an incredible wine growing region. Sustainability, which is something that we started to really focus on in 2012, is something that we continue to see as a priority for the Thompson Okanagan region and for our association. We know that in order to preserve this land and this area for people to enjoy for years to come, that it is critical that we work on sustainability together to preserve the land, to preserve the product, and to preserve this incredible outdoor experience that we all get to enjoy so much.
Introducing Wine Alley. Wine Alley is a business system and an app that matches wines with food. Wine Alley will increase revenues for all parts of the wine trade. This is how. The wine market's sleeping potential. 99% or more of all wine consumers visits the 99% of restaurants without a sommelier. 99% of consumers don't know how to find a wine that matches their food and wine preferences. According to a market survey in July of 2021, 72% were willing to spend more on a bottle of wine if they knew it will be a great match to their food. Since 99% of restaurant floor staff lacks the knowledge to offer the service, most wine consumers don't get the wine experiences they are worth. This means a big sales potential is being missed in millions of restaurants around the world. As a result, retail sales is also lower than necessary. How restaurants can increase revenues with Wine Alley. The restaurant registers their dishes in their Wine Alley account, and a dish DNA is automatically produced. Next, the restaurant register their wines. Most wines are already in our database and have all the wine data, verified by the producer or the Wine Alley wine data team, needed to give the wine a correct wine DNA. If the wines is not in our database, we will ensure that we collect the wine data required. The WineAlley Wine Matcher is based on the world's most extensive wine database, where all wines have a correct wine DNA, the dish DNA created by chefs in restaurants, and the guests' preferences at the occasion. The easy-to-use app makes it possible to comfortably find matching wines. The Wine Matcher can be used by guests having the WineAlley app, or by the restaurant employee. The Wine Matcher improves wine and dine experiences for the 99% of consumers visiting restaurants without a sommelier. Inexperienced floor staff will be able to recommend matching wines after a short digital introduction. Since 58% of restaurant guests are likely to use a wine matching app, many guests will take care of the wine matching themselves. According to the market survey in 2021, 72% are likely to spend more on wine if they know they will get a matching wine to their meal. Improved guest service will simply increase wine revenues in 99% of restaurants globally. New revenue streams. WineAlley will also simplify selling wines for takeaway. By asking the restaurant guests that just had a great wine and dine experience if they want a bottle to go, at takeaway price of course, will increase the average restaurant order. The gross profit on the increased up service order will improve the restaurant bottom line result. Another revenue stream comes from takeaway customers using the WineAlley app to get matching wines to their takeaway food in markets where it is legal. Reduced wine wastage. By using the WineAlley features for purchases and sales, wine inventory is automatically updated. Combined with registering the physical inventory in WineAlley, the reasons for wine wastage are easily identified and will be reduced. The wine merchant benefits. With a WineAlley license, wine merchants will see substantially increased revenues from their HoReCa customers with a WineAlley license. Consumers using the WineAlley app will with a simple click be directed to the wine in your web store. Although WineAlley makes it possible for restaurant customers to find the wine in your web store, we don't ask for commissions. WineAlley also makes it possible to get digital access to sales and inventory of hotels and restaurants. With valuable customer information, customers most likely to buy can be approached, which will increase revenues and cut costs. Information about customers' wines in stock, ordered or in consignment, can be used to control credit risks and minimize credit losses. Customer wine inventory and sales information will simplify purchases and logistics. WineAlley is also offering wine merchants all wine data in one standard format, with a portfolio of wines from 100 producers or more. Wine data handling, in most cases, means a yearly possible cost cut of 30 to 50,000 euros. All of the things we've mentioned in this video is obviously also benefiting wine producers all over the world. So to sum it up, consumers are willing to spend more on wine if it's matching their food and wine preferences. Restaurants and wine merchants want to increase revenues and cut costs. And WineAlley makes it all possible. Please read more and book a presentation at winealley.com. Thank you for your time.
Remember when we lived in harmony with the earth, without a care in the world and hardly a thought given to the future? It was only a few generations ago. But then carefree became careless. We took more than the earth could give. Now it's clear we have to consider the future. Of course you knew that already. So the question is, what do we do about it? Well, one of the things we're going to do in South Africa is make better wine, or rather, make wine better. We've always produced quality wine, but from now on, it's also going to be considerate wine. If we consider the earth now, there'll be more to raise our glasses to in the future. So, from the 2010 vintage, we introduced a new seal for South African wines. The seal is a world first and certifies a wine's integrity as well as sustainability. Integrity is a guarantee of have quality credentials. It says 100% of the grapes come from the area shown on the bottle. At least 85% of the grapes are of the variety and from the vintage shown, and that the wine is bottled in South Africa. Sustainability guarantees considerate credentials. It says the wine meets specific environmental guidelines, first set up in South Africa in 1998 and continually improved since then. To qualify for the sustainability seal, wine producers must ensure the health and safety of their workers, minimize their use of chemicals, and introduce natural predators onto their farms. They must protect the biodiversity of the world's richest floral kingdom. They must clean up wastewater. Farms and cellars are independently audited every 3 years. If they meet the criteria, they can use the new seal. In 2010, around 60% of wine brands used it. In 2011, 85% will. After that, we expect to see it on all South African wines. When you see it, you can use the numbers to trace the grapes from vine to bottle, and you know you're drinking wine that's respected the environment. And while South Africa's new seal will do its bit for a happier, healthier future, in many ways, we're simply going back to the way we used to do things. Sustainability is coming full circle.
Session 8 on the future of wine tourism is being moderated by Geisenheim University marketing professor Dr. Gergely Solnocki, who has one of his main research foci, wine tourism, and for which he's recently conducted an international survey on its foundation in sustainability.
The Thompson Okanagan has long been an agricultural and growing area. It's got amazing history with growing soft fruits like cherries and peaches. It's had apples and apricots, and now today we all know it's an incredible wine growing region. Sustainability, which is something that we started to really focus on in 2012, is something that we continue to see as a priority for the Thompson Okanagan region and for our association. We know that in order to preserve this land and this area for people to enjoy for years to come, that it is critical that we work on sustainability together to preserve the land,